The village of Dharmapur lay tucked between emerald hills and a silver river that shimmered under the sun. Every house had colorful windows, every lane smelled of fresh spices, and every evening the village gathered around the ancient banyan tree to share stories. Among the villagers lived a curious 14-year-old girl named Mira, whose imagination was far bigger than the village itself. Mira loved adventures, at least the ones inside her books. In reality, she had never stepped beyond the forest that bordered Dharmapur. Her parents always warned her, the forest is friendly only until the sunset. After that, strange things wake up. Mira believed half of it and ignored the other half. Curiosity, after all, was her constant companion. One evening, while collecting herbs for her mother, Mira wandered deeper into the woods than usual. She hummed softly, enjoying the rustling leaves, when something unusual caught her eye, a faint blue glow coming from behind a cluster of wild bushes. She parted the branches gently. There, lying in the hollow of a fallen tree, was a small lantern, no bigger than her palm. It was carved with delicate symbols and glowed with a soft, pulsating light, though no flame burned inside it. Mira picked it up. The light brightened, as if greeting her. Strange, she whispered. What are you doing here? For a moment, the entire forest seemed to hold its breath. As she turned to leave, she heard a whisper, not from a person, but from the lantern itself. Find the lost path, follow the light. Mira froze. Her heart pounded. But her curiosity, brave and foolish, pushed her forward. She held the lantern up, and its glow stretched across the ground like a ribbon of shimmering blue. The ribbon formed a trail winding deeper into the woods, toward a part no villager ever ventured. Mira hesitated only for a second before saying, well, adventure, here I come. She followed the glowing trail. It led her through unfamiliar trees, past rocks shaped like animals, and across a brook that murmured like it tried to warn her. Night slowly crept in, wrapping the forest in shadow, but the lantern's glow kept the darkness away. After what felt like hours, the trail ended at a stone archway covered in vines. Words were engraved across it, though she could not read them. The moment she stepped closer, the lantern vibrated gently in her hand. The whisper came again. Enter. Mira gulped, then stepped through. A rush of cold wind swept around her, and the world blurred. When she blinked, she found herself standing in a place that looked half real, half dream. Trees floated slightly above the ground, fireflies sparkled like falling stars, and a long road stretched ahead, winding into the unknown. Where am I? She murmured. A small creature hopped out from behind a rock. It looked like a rabbit but had shimmering fur and long silver whiskers. You're in the realm of forgotten paths, it squeaked. Only those chosen by the lantern can enter. Chosen? Why me? Mira asked. The creature twitched its whiskers. Because you seek what is lost. Before Mira could question further, a loud rumble echoed across the strange land. The ground trembled. The creature's ears shot up. Oh no, it whispered. The shadow seeker is close. The what? Before it answered, a cloud of darkness swept across the horizon, like smoke with claws. Mira's heart tightened. The creature tugged her sleeve. Come, you must return the lantern to its keeper. Only he can stop the shadow seeker. Who is the keeper? The watcher of paths. He lives at the peak of the Twilight Mountain. Mira looked at the distant peak, far away, half hidden in mist. She had 1,000 questions, but there was no time. She nodded. Let's go. They ran along the floating road, the lantern glowing brighter with every step. The shadow seeker roared behind them, swallowing light and space like a storm. Mira's legs burned, but she kept going. Adventure didn't feel so fun anymore. At last, they reached the foothill of Twilight Mountain. A staircase carved into violet stone spiraled upward. Mira climbed, breathless but determined. The lantern guided her, its glow turning gold now instead of blue. After a long climb, she reached a platform where an old man sat cross-legged, his white beard flowing like mist. His eyes opened slowly. You brought the lantern, he said gently. Yes, Mira panted. But something dark is chasing me. The shadow seeker, he nodded. Born from forgotten fears and abandoned dreams. It grows stronger when people stop believing in their own paths. Mira swallowed. Can you stop it? He smiled. Not I. You can. Me? But I'm just a girl from a village. That is enough, he said softly. Hold the lantern high. Mira's hands shook as she lifted it. The shadow seeker swept onto the platform, towering over them like a massive swirling knight. It lunged. Believe, the Watcher whispered. Your courage brought you here. Your belief will lead you home. Mira closed her eyes, that inhaled deeply, and focused on every brave moment she'd ever had, standing up to bullies, climbing trees, helping others. She wasn't fearless, but she never let fear stop her. The lantern flared like a rising sun. The shadow seeker howled, shrinking back, dissolving into streaks of smoke until nothing remained but silence. Mira opened her eyes. The lantern now glowed warm and steady. You've restored its light, the Watcher said, and in doing so, restored your own. Before she could reply, the world blurred again, and she found herself back in the forest, standing by the fallen tree. Sunrise painted the sky. The lantern was gone. Had it all been a dream? Mira walked home, heart full, steps light. She knew she would never forget the realm of forgotten paths or the courage she found within herself. From that day on, she never feared the unknown. After all, she had learned one beautiful truth. Every lost path can be found if you dare to follow your light.